Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is our fourth video, but it's the third example. So let's see what's going on here. They're giving me a triangle. They gave me three sides and no interior angles. They want me to solve the triangle. Now that's a big job. Solving the triangle means find all three exterior side lengths, which we already know, but it also means find all three interior angles, which we know none of them. So, taking a look at this, I have to make a choice now. Which angle would I like to go after first? So, I don't know. Why don't we go after V first? If I go after V, I'm going to say for angle V, cosine of V is going to equal the other two sides, 5 squared plus 6 squared. No, it doesn't matter if you put 6 squared then 5 squared. That'd be fine. Minus the side opposite the angle, 7 squared, over top of 2. We always get that 2. The other two sides. Okay? So working on that on my calculator, I'm going to do 5 squared plus 6 squared equals, subtract 7 squared equals, I get 12 on top. On the bottom, I'm going to get 60. So what I'm after is the inverse of that decimal. Okay, I wrote it like this so I don't have to write out all the decimal places. The truth of the matter is it's 12 divided by 60. That equals 0.2. Second function cosine is approximately 78.5 degrees. Well, since I'm going to do full degrees, we'll make this just 78 degrees. So angle V equals approximately 78 degrees. And that gives us this value right there. Put a little bubble cloud around it so it stays nice and neat and out of the way. Now, you need to get one of the other angles. You have a choice. You can use the cosine law again. There's nothing wrong with that. I could go after W. And if I went after W, I could say that cosine of W equals the other two side squareds minus the side opposite the angle, 2 times the other two sides, cos of W will equal 7 squared plus 6 squared, subtract 5 squared, 60. 2 times 7 times 6. Cos inverse, 60 divided by 84. That's a big ugly decimal, so I'm going to write it like this instead. And I'm going to say angle W equals approximately, second function, cos 44 degrees. So that was finding W using the cosine law. Didn't have to do it that way. I could have found W using the sine law. Let's think about that for a minute. If I wanted to find this one using the sine law, if I use the sine law, I got to come out a little bit so you can see the whole page. If I use the sine law, it's going to be sine of W over top of 5 equals sine of 78, we had found that, over top of 7, which will be sine of W. Ooh, didn't write that out very well. There we go. I'm looking for my corrector. Let's just get rid of that. Let's make it sine of W equals 5, sine of 78 over 7. Remember, we cross multiply. We don't bring the 7 up because it's just going to come down later anyway. So 78 sine times 5 equals, divided by 7, second function, sine, and we come up with angle W is approximately 44 degrees. and that was using the sine law. Do you have to do both? Absolutely not. One or the other. All right, so now we know that this is 44. The last angle that you want to get is u. To find u, for angle u, I'm going to use the fact that all of the angles have to add up to 180 degrees. So angle u will be 180 minus 78 minus 44. So that's going to be 180 minus 78 minus 44. That's going to be 58 degrees. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have solved that triangle. We know all the interior angles. We know all the exterior side lengths. And we are done. Okay, guys, your turn. Talk to you later.